welcome to Behind the Music. This week, we have the privilege of having an organ builder here with us. This is David Chamberlin, and he's been with Bigelow Pipe Organs since 1984. He was actually here for the original installation of this instrument, so it's been very exciting to have him here this week working on our organ. And I'm just going to ask him to share a few things about what he remembers about the organ and what about he's been doing this week. So first, why don't you tell us, what's your position at Bigelow?
Well, I'm called the vice president and the tonal director. That means I'm in charge of what the organ sounds like. So I get to design the sound of the organ and see that through to the finish. And being an organist myself, that's kind of fun.
And you were here for the installation of this organ.
I was younger then.
We have pictures.
Yeah.
We'll be showing you some pictures.
So I learned a lot on this organ. This was a huge organ for me at the time. Quite a great experience. I did a lot of the mechanical design of the interior of the instrument. It was just a thrill to see it come to life and hear that dedication recital. I remember sitting out there and just singing my guts out when Dr. Clark played a hymn at the end of that, and I just thought nothing could be better in the world.
And Bob Clark was professor at Arizona State at this point. He was consultant on this project. And I understand he also taught lessons out here at first because they didn't have an organ like this at ASU at that time.
I believe that's right. I think he did some teaching here. I'm pretty sure the Fritz came soon after that.
94, I think. So it was quite a while yet. This was 88.
Right. Then it was, okay.
Yeah, so it was put in two parts, right? So when it came, it had 3 manuals, but the third one wasn't functional, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes, we sized up the space, and we just felt like this was a situation where it would be wise to prepare for additions to make a really larger and even more significant instrument. And that did come to fruition in 1991, 92, somewhere in there. And I was involved in that too, including the very tricky design work then of how to add more mechanical action in and weave it through existing stuff, and it works.
Yeah. And since I've been here, we've added the cymbal stern, which is the star up at the top, and that's been just the cherry on the top for me to be able to have the little bells that rotate. It's just, and it's all mechanical.
It's all mechanical.
There's nothing other than the blower that takes electricity on this organ, so that's pretty cool.
That's true. Yep.
Do you have a favorite stop on this organ?
Well,
so now I'm really going to take you behind the music, and we're going to go up into the second level of the organ called the Swell Division. David's up there tuning, and we're going to get to learn about some of the different pipes that are up there and some of the ways that he tunes. Come on, let's go.
We have the wood principal. It has these little metal flaps that will affect the pitch. Some of them you can see are more open, some are more closed. Then this next metal set of pipes, a little bit skinnier than some, that's the gamba, or string stop. And then we have another set of kind of mix of wood and metal. This is the harmonic flute. The principal 4-foot is here. That speaks an octave higher. And then we have the compound stop, the 2 2/3 and 1 3/5. These speak the harmonics on the 8-foot series. And there are little tiny pipes right there. Those are the top of the high-pitched flute stop, 2-foot pitch. Here we have the Celeste that is slightly mistuned to make a nice undulating effect with the string. And it's separated from that so that they don't try to lock each other into pitch. Then we have these little clusters of pipes. That's a mixture, and this one's called Scharf because it's a high-pitched mixture. And then we have the 3 ranks of reeds. And these are different because instead of being like a whistle, they have a little vibrating reed in the base of the pipe. And then the different shape of the resonator determines the quality. This one is an oboe sound. This one is called Dulcian, which is a precursor to the bassoon. And this is a trumpet, a French-style trumpet. here.
Cool.
I'm thinking back to when it was new, and maybe it was because I always like things that are different. But the one really different stop was that wood principle in the swell, which is really more of a flute, but it sure has a principal function as the foundation for
It's a
the
beautiful
swell
sound.
division, and
It's
it
a
is
beautiful
a charming sound.
I'm up here with Kristin tuning so she can watch me tune something. And since we're on the C side, let's do the E of the Nazard. Let me just see it by itself first. An octave above middle C. That's it. Yeah, so it shows it's out of tune. And it should be like, there it is. So I'm just gonna,
Could you just show me quickly your tuning instrument? Because
Yeah.
it has two ends, which
here's
is
the
cool.
tuning cone, yeah. So if I hit the pipe with this end, it's gonna crimp the top a little bit, and that'll make it go a little flatter. If I wanna undo that or spread it out a little bit, then I put in the pointed end and make it come up a little bit sharper.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got a small one, and I got a little bit bigger one, and hopefully I don't need a bigger one than that.
Well, it's been really great having you here and getting to know you better, and thanks for taking a little bit of time to share some bit about Bigelow Opus 17.
Yeah, happy to be here and happy to do it.
Thanks.